Anyway, Bender, what you missed last night was
Yes, we watched. We watched Beverly Hills Cop 3 because
Oh,
you were away.
yeah. Yes, I was. I'm better.
That's that's good to
no,
hear.
no, no,
Yeah, I
no,
can
no.
hear it.
You were turned into a newt, and then you got better.
Yeah.
Hey, my voice still hasn't come back entirely, but
So when we're done on streaming,
she must be a witch. She turned me into a newt. I got better. Yeah,
we're done
so my
streaming.
Tristan voice has not completely come back, but hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to MehTV. Today, we are attempting to watch Batman the Animated Series, but...
We're attempting to watch Bataz.
Yes. We're attempting to watch some Bat-ass, and, we are...
Sadly, it is not of the George Clooney variety.
Damn it.
I still maintain that if he'd have had better material, he would have been a really good Batman.
I mean, he is real-life Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
He is real life.
Anyway, let's get started with Heart of Ice. So, are we all ready?
Yep.
In 3, 2,
1.
and a 1.
Why did the restream chat just flicker?
I don't know. Anyway, so this is the episode, as we were discussing earlier off camera. This is the episode, that basically established the definitive Mr. Freeze origin story.
Yes, because I believe,
every
correct me if
Batman
I'm wrong,
material, including Batman and Robin, had used this origin story for Mr. Freeze.
Yes, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Freeze did not have a solid origin prior to this.
And fun fact, Mark Hamill had initially auditioned to play Mr. Freeze.
He did.
Kind of like how, Sean Schemmel auditioned to play Captain Ginyu.
Yeah.
Boy, that would have been a different show.
It's actually kind of funny. Guy who played Goku auditioned for the guy who stole Goku's body.
Yeah, I know.
What's mine is yours, and yours is mine, as they say.
I find it interesting that Lawrence Simpson was able to do a good impression of Anthony Sardina's Ginyu.
Oh yeah.
The man who voices Mr. Freeze in this show, as well as the animated universe, is named Michael Ansara.
He was one of the other he was in the original Star Trek series. He was a Klingon.
Ah. So, quick question. Which version of Mr. Freeze was it that they essentially tried to turn into some kind of horrible incel character?
I think it's still Victor Freeze.
Yeah, it's still Victor Freeze.
Well, no, I know that. But there was also but then there was also the Miss Freeze character from Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Oh, you mean Victoria Freeze? Yeah, that's her. That's just gender bent Mr. Freeze instead of it being Mr. Freeze's wife.
Yeah, I thought that was the Arkhamverse. I thought that was the Arkhamverse, though.
No, well...
Here's the thing. You don't have to explain that to me. I'm not asking that you explain it to me. I'm just...
No, I know.
I'm just positing some things.
Unfortunately, Michael Ansara had passed away on July 31st, 2013.
Aww. Yeah.
Shame he didn't get to reprise Freeze in Arkham City.
That was sad. But, you know, hey,
Maurice LaMarche was good.
I'd say he was good.
I actually met him at Kineticon once, and I asked him, like, "Oh, do you think there would be Mr. Freeze DLC in Arkham Knight?" And he said, "Oh, if I told you, I would have to kill you."
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, I knew it was a joke. I'm like, okay.
Ooh.
I did.
The Batmobile is oddly blue today.
Yeah, it is. that's what happens when this episode gets a big budget.
Although Mr. Freeze in the quote unquote season 4, I know it's a season 3 bender, or I am calling it season 4 for the sake of this home release.
Fine, I'll allow it.
Anyway, so Mr. Freeze in season 4 will undergo quite the massive retcon in his character, or especially after you consider the Batman Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero film.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
But then it'll
which
get
was
better in the
supposed to kind
comics.
of capped off it, which was kind of supposed to cap off his character.
Yeah.
It's
And
always
then he gets brought back in Batman Beyond, where he actually
and then OBS
Tim
decides to
Company.
reset and reconnect right as I say that. That's fucking amazing, guys.
Why would you give
Oh, boy.
yourself away that early into the game, Batman?
I know. Also, too, okay, so oh, I love this line.
Okay.
Mr. Freeze to you. Also, so
Shouldn't it
fun
be
fact,
Doctor?
you wanna Alex, you're gonna love this. You wanna know who designed Mr. Freeze's first suit in this iteration?
Who?
Mike Mignola.
Nice!
Yep,
Yeah.
this suit was designed by Mignola.
How do we feel about the Arkham City a suit of Mr. Freeze?
I like it.
It's a good hybrid of 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 Batman and Robin and 90s Mr. Freeze. I like it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
it's a
say,
good mixture of
because
the two.
there's like once you get rid of all the chrome shit on Mr. Freeze's outfit and the LEDs and whatnot, it's not a bad idea for a suit. Also,
One
fun
thing I
fact,
don't understand.
Arnold
One thing I don't
Schwarzenegger pays
understand.
$1 rent a year so that he can keep that suit.
Yeah.
The weird thing is that uh, the weird thing is like Mr. Freeze was in the Freeze suit when Joker and Harley unleashed the mutagen and onto the Arkham invades in Batman vs. TMNT, and yet somehow he got turned into a polar bear.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that has
one of the
bugged
many
the
parts I
fuck out.
don't like out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the
Like,
way,
they need to make more of
go
those, though. Like, for as flawed as they may
Yes.
be, they need to make more Batman TMNT movies.
yeah.
Just
by
give
the
me one
way,
of those
so-
every 6 months.
Can you be Can you be heartless? I'll kill you next time.
By the way, side note here, NECA, where the fuck is the Mr. Freeze gun and goggles you promised us years ago, you bastards? I'm still waiting on that.
Anyway,
Tell me they
so
didn't run a crowdfund on those.
No, they haven't.
aside-
No, they didn't.
Okay.
Like the Extrema sticks, the TAS grapple gun, the Batman Beyond batarangs, like all of those were not crowdfunded. They were put out and made, but the only one that's missing is the Mr. Freeze gun and the goggles.
Anyways, so the list of voice actors that Mr. Freeze has had over the years, aside from Michael and Sarah, and Maurice LaMarche, as we mentioned, have been Ted Knight in Batman with Robin, the Boy Wonder in 1968, The New Adventures of Batman, and had Lenny A. Weinrib
That was
in
Mr. Zero.
1977.
Yeah, before he was called Mr. Freeze, he was originally called Mr. Zero.
Yeah, and
Plain
Batman was having a
Sub-Zero,
cold.
now Plain Zero.
We get to hear Kevin Conroy try and fake a cold.
You know, if
Anyway, in Batman
here's
Dark
what I'd
Tomorrow,
do.
we had
I'd just
Ralph
bring a
Byers.
can of pepper into the studio and just just sprinkle that. Because that always...
I've got a really bad cold, man. And then we got another interesting voice actor, Alex. I promise you'll love this one for the Batman. Clancy Brown as Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Well, are they racist against bald people?
Must
No.
be.
Anyway, and then Batman Brave and the Bold had Mr. Bite My Shiny Metal Ass.
Yep.
Well,
But he gives
does a
him a
better
German
Mr. Freeze than
accent.
he He does a better Mr. Freeze than he does a Joker.
And
Oh,
in
come on.
DC,
I love his Joker. It's good.
it's fine. Anyway, DC Super Friends has Eric Bauza as Mr. Freeze for some reason.
Huh.
In Young Justice, he was voiced by Keith Zarabajka.
Okay, can I pause here? Um, shit, I forget his name. Uh, okay, so Eric Boyle, sorry.
Ferris Boyle.
So you know what? Ferris Boyle in this episode is just kind of is just what Mark Hamill is today. So it's like this episode predicted what Mark Hamill would eventually become.
Oof. Anyway, he voices.
Roblox.oof.
Anyway, DC Universe Online had Robert Kraft. Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes had Townsend Coleman
Ooh,
as Mr. Freeze.
that's a good choice. Oh, I love that freeze throne.
The Batman arcade game had Brian Silva as Mr. Freeze, going up against Patrick Seitz as Batman in that game. Like, that was kind of surreal hearing Dio as Batman.
Hmm.
Anywho, Batman Unlimited Mechs vs. Mutants had Oded Fehr as Mr. Freeze.
Huh.
There it is.
Ew. Justice League Action had Peter Stormare of all people voice Freeze.
That was good. That was
We're having
I
a
love
lot
this
of people we've seen in other stuff come up here.
Yep.
Remember the chicken soup. Remember, Alex, I want you to remember the chicken soup. It's going to come back.
Yep. It is.
Oh, and
Anywho.
here's a Bruce Wayne disguise.
Somehow, the most famous man in Gotham, the richest man, one of the richest men on the planet, is not recognizable under blonde eyebrows.
And hair.
Now, does this Batman dance?
I don't know.
Anyway, Injustice
And
2 had Jim Peary as Mr. Freeze. Once more like John DiMaggio sporting an accent. And last but certainly least, Matthew Mercer voiced him in Batman the Enemy Within, aka the Telltale game.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I
It
barely remember
truly
him.
I'm
is.
not particularly a big fan of Matthew Mercer's influence on my particular chosen tabletop hobby, or his personal, shit that he gets up to on the internet.
So here's
but
Mr. Freeze's origin.
He was trying to find a cure for his waifu. She was my beautiful waifu. I loved her very much, like an anime. Hey, waifu?
Uh-oh.
Hey, you were right. It is Mark Hamill who voices Ferris Boyle.
sounds like evil Luke Skywalker.
That's basically what he is today.
Yep. He was still also a terrible Wolverine.
Yeah. Oh. Oh shit, he's packing heat.
Bitch. Doro!
And here it comes. Here it comes.
That's a
Why
hard
is your
line.
freeze laser rifled? Mark Hamill voiced Wolverine in X2 Wolverine's Revenge. I haven't played the X-Men 2 video game, but,
by the way...
You know what?
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just not... How am I not surprised that this has happened at some point? Personally, I would have gotten Cal Dodd like they did for, X-Men Legends.
We should have just tried to sneak in here with a marching band.
Although it was also interesting because they got Patrick Stewart to voice Xavier in that game.
Yep.
So when I go up against Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat, it's my save.
The only thing I don't like about this first episode is how, and compared to, say, Batman Arkham Origins, Mr. Freeze would not go after innocent people. He would only go after Boyle. But this Mr. Freeze is like, yeah, if I have to kill innocent people just to get who I want, then yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Because again, Mr. Freeze, he's not really a villain. He's more of an anti-villain.
And by the way, the premise of Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero has him going after Barbara.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to
Mr. Freeze.
We'll get to something that induces something in me.
I love Sub-Zero, Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero. I think it's very underrated.
I watched it and I was like, oh, at certain bits.
Again, very underrated movie. Does not get talked about nearly enough.
I think I know why. I do not give keys, I give freezing. That's not something you could give. Did I stutter, bitch?
Also, too, this ice cannon, man, this is so fucking goofy. But notice how it works here instead of Batman and Robin, where instead of it just being an ice cannon, no, it's an ice cannon on top of an observatory, which is so fucking stupid. It actually makes less sense than this episode.
Yeah.
At least they took his belt. Like, again, like that's how you trap Batman. You take his fucking belt.
Sorry. I had a shiver run down my spine.
Body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth.
It's also kind of
ironic. I heard there was quite a bit of Cap going on in here.
It's also kind of ironic that that was clever.
I'm Batman.
That Boyle is being given a humanitarian award when Bruce is right there. Like,
yeah,
Bruce
I was gonna say.
Like, where's Bruce's humanitarian award? This man has done more in Gotham City as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, but people will still say that Batman is a fascist. Bitch.
Bitch, are you for real?
Oh, I love this bit. Kicks open the hydrant and
instant ice bridge. Just add freeze.
Up.
Please, we give up! We surrender!
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a new king in town.
I'm not sure I would be singing. I think there's one way that we could I think there's one way we could please him.
Hey, everybody.
He's Mr. White Christmas. He's Mr. Snow. He's
Around.
Mr.
Where
Snow
were
Miser.
where were his eyes
Below.
in that? Look, his eyes were
His
just
name is
sclero.
Snow Miser. Whatever he touched turns to snow in his clutch. He's just too much. But up. Ba-da-da-da. Come on. Come
Oh,
on.
keep back.
Well, you're not going to please Mr. Freeze by singing his favorite song?
I
No.
don't know that song.
Just singing it!
No, I know.
Have you not? You forgot that part in Batman and Robin? Come on, dude.
I think it's understandable why we all forgot.
I know, but still.
Oh, here it comes, Alex.
I got your icy touch right here. Fuck. Kitchen. Fuck. Fuck. Chicken soup.
Yes, chicken soup just cut through that glass.
Chicken soup saved the day. Red hot chicken soup
Oh yeah, here's an interesting detail
in
they
a
do with his
thermos
voice.
bread thermos.
Is mine. I thought we weren't allowed vengeance, just justice. I mean, that's what Bruce said at the
Oh, I love
Damian.
this. Here it comes. Here it comes. I love this line. That line would come back in a different version in Batman Arkham Origins as DLC with
Del-
Mr. Freeze.
delivered by Roger
The
Craig Smith.
the
Who, by the
DLC
way,
that we didn't get on the Wii U.
which by the way,
I have it on
WB,
the Steam version.
I have it on my PS3. By the way, WB, if you want a Kevin Conroy impersonator to take over, because I know you're still looking for one, just get Roger.
He's
There's going to be a
literally the
sequel.
best.
There's going to be a sequel to Batman, and there's going to be a sequel to Batman Ninja, and it's likely Roger's going to reprise the role.
Well, yeah, because we're only allowed to get Roger in something that's just double A and not triple A Batman. Oh, I actually
It's
like
just
this.
yeah, it's just mildly
Like, look,
decent as
am I
Batman
excited that
and
am I
stuff.
excited that he's coming back to play Arkham vs. Batman? Yes. Does Batman Arkham Shadow look actually pretty good? Yes. Well, I get it. Absolutely not,
No.
because I would rather watch that than
Yeah, I was
actually
gonna
Plus,
play
say
it.
it's a VR game.
I own one VR game for my PSVR. It's Iron Man VR. It came with the fucking system.
Well, see, here's the funny thing:
I bought it to watch 3D movies.
the people who are
Anyway,
making Arkham
so
Shadow.
we are
hang
on.
We're on Catwoman's episode.
Okay.
Yep. So we are on.
The Cat and the Claw, Part 1.
Yep, Cat in the Claw, Part 1. So are we ready?
Yes, we are.
This is
Let
an
us.
underwhelming. God,
This
sorry.
we are going to tame this pussy
I was
Oh,
going to
God.
say it's time to.
in 3, 2, 1.
This, so okay, Alex. What I was gonna say was okay. So it's funny you mentioned Iron Man VR because the same game studio that made that are the ones who made Batman Arkham Shadow.
Huh. I have to
And
admit, I haven't played Iron Man VR because, like I said, I
yeah,
literally just bought it to watch 3D movies.
yeah. Now that being said, the game does look good. I'm actually very surprised how good it looks. It looks better than Batman Arkham VR, which was a completely different studio, and it was more like an hour tech demo. Batman Arkham Shadow is going to be, I believe they said it bare minimum. It's going to take place. It is going to be around 6 to 8 hours in length. I've never liked these episodes because they're just so underwhelming. Like, in terms of Catwoman's debut, it's just okay.
Catwoman in this series is voiced by Adrienne Barbeau.
Yep. Who also was on Star Trek, the original Star Trek series.
God, that suit is iconic.
My second favorite Catwoman designs is this and her original 1940s one.
I prefer the Arkhamverse
I like
version.
how Anne Hathaway's version in Dark Knight Rises was kind of a nod to Julie Newmar's version.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Dark Knight Rises version was really good too.
It was. Oh, that's nice. Bring your cat along.
Her cat is just curled up against her neck so perfectly. Yeah, at the very least, this Catwoman isn't nearly as stupid as Patience.
Yeah, I was gonna say Patience Phillips is going to go down in history as probably the dumbest version of Catwoman ever.
Also, Kevin, Alex, question. Can cats see
Hi, Batman.
lasers?
Probably not.
I'm going to say no. Because
Yeah, can they see the laser field?
Yeah, no, invisible eyes are not something that you can pick up with, because they can't see the infrared spectrum. Let's watch those lips sync.
Oh yeah, so fun fact. This was technically
Oh my god.
The first episode aired.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yes, and you'll notice if you pay attention, Alex, Kevin Conroy's voice is a bit off, as if he hadn't fully perfected the voice.
Yeah, I can see that there's, like, the Batman voice is a little more growly and it's a bit more performative. It's a little bit
more
less
yeah,
less
it's
natural.
more Shakespearean.
Oh. Seeing
anytime.
A little bit of camel toe with this pussy.
Oh, the cake.
That ass. Bruce Timm
Batman
knew where to prioritize when it came to designs.
I like how they kept the shot of the cat following them. Oh,
you
no, the cat's not following them anymore.
You want to know what Sound Hashira Tengen Uzui would say about this, Bender?
What?
He would say that Catwoman has very nice childbearing hips.
Oh, there's the cat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, even the choreography is slow.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is
almost like the
practically. Yeah, I was going to say, this is practically Super Friends territory here. Like,
also,
like
yeah,
this.
what the heck?
This looks so rough. It looks like an episode. It's starting to look like an episode of Thundercats as animated by the guys who did Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, people. This is why you don't bring your cat, you dumbass.
Oh,
also,
it's that sound effect.
That hey.
Oh, that's a whistle.
Okay, that was weird. It almost feels like there was supposed to be a scratch there, but it looks like they just cut it.
Yeah, I think they just had the cat spaz out because it was easier to animate.
So Catwoman, aside from Adrienne Barbeau and the psycho known as Grey Delisle, has been voiced by Jane Webb in Batman with Robin the Boy Wonder, Melanie Britt in The New Adventures of Batman, and Gina Gershon in The Batman, Nika Futterman in Batman Brave and the Bold, Patty Matson in Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
Oh,
Look, here's the thing. The story in that game is somehow better than all of the NetherRealm Mortal Kombat games. Because they at least explain why the power creep is a thing. Anyway. A
what?
Janice Jout out in Batman Black and White. Eliza Dushku in Batman Year
Here it
One.
comes.
My God. You know, Selena, if you were showing a bit
See-
more leg, I would ask if those legs went all the way up.
See, now it's starting to look more like Batman the Animated Series, and a bit less like,
Super Friends.
yeah, your
Yeah.
average cut-rate American cartoon.
I know people will say what they will about the animation for Caped Crusader, but at least it was consistent. At least it's consistent, because we can do consistent animation these days better than we could back then. Because
Hi, character who teleports around.
Yeah, but let's never forget that Batman is allowed to use guns in that show, but he's not allowed to use guns in Zack Snyder's version.
okay,
Yeah.
first of all, again, Batman does not use guns in Caped Crusader. Okay,
Oh,
tone
wait, you're
down your.
serious. Let me laugh even harder.
You've seen a clip, Alec. You've seen a clip, Kevin. You haven't actually sat down and watched the show. I have.
Why would I?
Times.
Why would I bother when I know it's a bad idea? That's cashing
Again,
in on the BTAS.
Hang on, guys, shut the fuck up. Look at how they're shooting up, right?
yes.
Yeah.
And the bullets are hitting down at the there is not that much bullet drop off.
I told you.
What if gravity worked very
The U.S.
differently
Army has
in this
not
universe?
used Tommy guns since World War II.
What if gravity worked differently in this universe?
No!
Again.
You're not going to dignify my idea here, Alex.
Fuck no!
You're not. Why? What did I ever do to you?
This episode, this episode is just bad. Like, it's not horrible, but it's just, it feels like a pilot. Like an actual pilot that
Look at the
that
fucking
executives
detail.
watch.
The sketching. Look at all of this. The fucking backgrounds look like shit. Why does it say Zua?
Back to the list of Catwoman actresses. In DC Universe Online, she was voiced by Kelly Huston. In Batman of Shanghai, and she was voiced by Stephanie Shea. In The Dark Knight Rises, the mobile game, she was voiced by Allison Morgan.
Surprised it
In the
wasn't somebody
Batman-
from Funimation, considering how Sean Schemmel played Batman in that game.
That was weird.
He did
Then
a good
we have,
version of Christian Bale's Batman.
and for the Batman arcade game, Valerie Aram voiced Catwoman. In DC Superhero Girls, she was voiced by Christina Puccielli. And Batman the Telltale series, she's voiced by Laura Bailey. In Batman Return of the Caped Crusaders, she's voiced by Julie Newmar.
Who came back for the show. For the movie.
And for Lego Batman, she was voiced by Zoe
Kravitz.
I know what I was going to say.
Do you? I'm kidding. Bitch, you spent $10,000 to.
I am not a fan of her, as you could tell. Let's just say a certain movie with Edward Cullen as Batman had left a very sour taste in my mouth.
He's still better than Ben Affleck in most of his other movies. That isn't Batman v Superman. I'm just going to say that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Robert Pattinson is good, but frankly, I would sacrifice that movie in a heartbeat.
You know what I would do with that movie?
Except for
But
Ben Affleck.
I would.
I
So
would tie it
here's
to a wall. No, I would tie it to a wall, and with
and
Tommy
recreate.
gun.
See, I thought you were gonna say recreate the end of AVGN's Sonic 06
Oh
video,
my
but
god.
you know.
Okay, everyone. Okay, now let me say shut the hell up. Look at Bruce's face. It's barely
What's
moving.
wrong with your face?
Look
It's
at
not
her
as
entire
deep.
body. She moves like a fucking RoboCop.
So suddenly she's going to be having the voice of Peter Weller.
Your move,
Peter Weller
creep.
would actually, and Peter Weller would play Batman.
Yep. Anyway, in Gotham by Gaslight, she was voiced by Jennifer Carpenter. In the DC Superhero Girls 2019 portion, she is voiced by Cree Summer. And we have and for Ode to Joy.
And in the new show,
Sing a song of joy.
and in
In
Batman
Batman Hush,
Crusade.
she was voiced in Batman Hush, which
Ugh.
Alex, I don't know your feelings on that movie, especially your legendary rant at the end of the film.
You mean how bad it was?
Oh,
No.
there wasn't just that.
Alex,
The animation crapped out at the very end, and it was like they
it
forgot
makes
how to
this
loop
episode-
the frames.
Alex, let's put it this way: that bit made this episode's animation look good in comparison.
Oh yeah.
I
And
love
that
how they're
movie
doing
came
this.
out in 2019.
And in Batman Caped Crusader, she's voiced by Wednesday Addams herself.
Why is everybody so wide?
Yeah, no.
I'm not
it's bad.
complaining
Because-
Catwoman's ass was wide
Oh.
when she was close to the camera there.
Here we
But-
go.
La-
Here she comes.
Is that...
Oh, God.
Hi, Big Barda. What are you doing here?
I have a question for you, madam. Do those legs go all the way up?
I would, you know what?
Excuse
Okay,
me?
Alex, after we get done watching, whenever we start and finish watching Batman Caped Crusader, I'm going to pose a pitch to you in terms of a female on female fight, just to see who you would think would win in terms of thickness.
Anyway, so for the
I know he has a square head, but it looked like
no,
it looks like
no,
the
that's not what
features
I
on his face pan across rather than he
Oh my
I'm
God,
not
than him
look at
turning his
that.
head.
Look at the
No.
inside of the car. The inside of that
I'm not
car does
cringing at
not look
that.
shaped.
I'm not
No,
cringing
you're
at
not.
that. No. Oh, I'm cringing at
Yeah.
Harley Quinn.
What the
In
fuck
that
was
show,
that?
she was voiced by Sanaa Lathan. In DC Battle Arena, she was voiced by Kimlin Tran. So at one point, she had the same voice as Chi-Chi.
Batman's ears were short there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was like...
Let us never forget that Justice League 2001 had Batman with the longest fucking ears imaginable. Anyway.
The
Oh, look,
fades
Red
aren't
Sky.
even animated correctly! I know
Nope.
this was back in the day, but come on!
Anyway, so Batman The Long Halloween had the late Naya Rivera voice act Catwoman as a posthumous release.
She was a great fucking Catwoman. Like,
If she was still alive, it would be between her and Jennifer Morrison, and as one of my headcanon voices for Selena.
oh, absolutely.
And
Too bad that she didn't come back.
No,
Does she have
no.
a white streak in her hair, or does she just put too much oil in it?
I think she has a white streak.
To be
I
intimidating,
can't
I
tell
guess.
the way it's animated.
Anyway, so
Move to one side. There we
Thank you,
go.
that's better.
No,
in
that's
Injustice,
worse.
she is voiced by Anika Anani Rose.
You
The-
brought Iris again, Selena.
Isis.
Oh, it was. Oh, I did say it right. Okay. Oh my
Anyway.
god.
The keyboard just changed between shots, and now it's not present in the wide shot.
Okay, let's just imagine Selena plays Moonlight Sonata inside of
On a
How did you
half-octave
know?
keyboard?
How did you know that would open the second thing? Whatever.
Anyway, so as I was saying, imagine Selena plays Moonlight Sonata inside of the Spencer Mansion while Bruce is like, "Go, go, 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 go." Alex, you know exactly what I'm talking
Come
about.
on! Come on!
Oh shit, it's a god.
Go,
Oh,
go,
fuck.
go.
Hold on.
No.
Damn it, Audacity. Okay, there we go.
I didn't mean to click
Also-
on you.
Also, when that person just asked, "What is that?" Why didn't you? The question is, who is that? Not a what. That's clearly a person.
No. That's clearly a gigantic dump truck attached to a person.
That's clearly something.
Anyway, so in Catwoman Hunted, she is
I
voiced
always
by
do my
Elizabeth
best.
Gillies.
I always do my best to try and make sure that people speak the way people actually do in my dialogue. Because in dialogue that I read and see and stuff like... just completely fuck up the scale here. Why does he look like Bon Voyage?
Mission Voyage.
Ho ho ho! I'm after that derriere, Catwoman.
Oh, God. That looks like a caricature.
Damn caltrops.
Cat trops, Kevin. It's cat trops.
I don't give a shit.
Does Isis just... Is that what Isis's poop looks like?
Yes.
Maybe.
The scale in this thing is completely wrong.
As Bender mentioned,
well, this is Die Hard.
Tara,
this is just Die Hard now.
Tara from 2017's Judas Contract film is Selena Kyle in Caped Crusader. And in Batwheels, she is voiced by Gina Rodriguez.
Hang on, Batwheels?
God. Yeah, Batwheels.
Is this like Batman meets Cars?
No. Well, actually, yes. Okay, so here, essentially, imagine Cars, but meets Batman. But instead of it just being Batman and Bruce Wayne are the Batmobile, the Batmobile and the other Bat vehicles are artificial intelligence that have their own personalities for a kids show. And Batman and the Bat family are there to be in the show. And you're gonna love this. Batman in Batwheels, Alex, is voiced by Ethan Hunt.
Well, Ethan Hawke, but yeah.
Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke. I think the joke still lands.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is like whether it's Tom Cruise or Ethan Hawke, either one of those is fucking funny. But
Kiss didn't even touch him.
No, so it's essentially Transformers Rescue Bots meets Bob the Builder.
Yes.
And perhaps with a touch of Transformers Prime, except that
All right, Bruce, tell me.
Yeah, probably a bit more Rescue
Bruce,
Bots.
You are not going to be able to convince me that you did not touch that ass.
And now her ass is flat.
Ooh,
and now she goes for
a dislocated shoulder.
More like dislocated elbow based on that animation. No, honey,
what line was that?
Honey, if you look in my pants, I was DTF.
Also, never trifle with the affections of a woman. What the fuck does
You
that
kissed
mean?
him, bitch!
He didn't kiss you.
How does she keep her hair contained in that?
There's a slit in the back of the mask, I guess, that keeps it there. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Next comes off the bra.
I don't
Why did
know.
I imagine that guy as 60s Spider-Man?
I don't know.
To
Oh
be
yeah, to be
continued.
continued.
To be
So, Alex,
continued.
what did you think
I,
so far?
I, you know, let's come back same bat time, same bat channel. Well, because while I
Okay.
want to see the ending here, um, I I desperately do not want any more episodes like this.
That's
Uh,
fair.
yeah.
Anyway, so we're on Cat in the Claw Part 2. So are we ready?
Yes.
Alex, are you ready?
Yes.
In three, two, one. So, oh, mm, so tell me, Bender, question. This is a very mind in the gutter question that I'm about to ask you.
All right.
Okay, oiled up, who wins a twerk off, Selena or Harley?
Mm, which Harley and Selena are we talking about?
From this show.
Yes,
Oh,
from this
this show.
show.
Um, well, I would have to say probably Harley because Harley's got a bit more cake in the trunk than
Oh,
I
come
than
on!
oh look,
I am disappointed
I
in
don't like
you.
what? I'm not okay. Look, if you're asking me who do I prefer to win, it's not Harley. I'm, I'm
Okay,
just
Alex, who do
stating the.
you think? Okay,
Also,
Alex,
it's a
who do you
problem.
think wins a twerk off in this scenario?
Um, I mean
We
that.
see Harley's ass more than we do Catwoman's. I just want to put it on the record.
I mean it depends on who's drawing her, I suppose.
We're using this versions, this show's versions exclusively.
No, I mean in this show, it depends. Like if we're talking this, probably Harley. If we're talking, some of the other that bugs the
Ah,
fuck out of me right there.
oh my! You kissed him.
Anyway,
Okay, that was a weird place to cut it. Why would
Yeah.
wait? Why didn't you just cut it to where she was being spied on? Why did you cut it when she and Batman separated? Who like I'm not an editor, but even I know that's how you do it, right? I've
Yeah,
seen
I
it
was gonna say.
previously on promos.
Yeah, I was gonna say I am an editor, and that's not how that works. It's just fucking. You can cut that right. It's easy.
Man, a lot of leaves flowing in the air. Who dis? What the fuck was that?
I'm Batman.
That bitch. Oh, I don't. Okay, that line delivery could have been
We
so
got
much
tattoos
better.
on our chest, except for Larry.
Why does Batman look like a caricature there?
Yeah, these characters are all like.
Too big and blocky.
Yeah, where was this animated?
I think Sunrise was among the animation companies that
Oh, that
contributed to
explains
this
it.
show.
Well, but
Oh,
Sunrise
no.
wouldn't. Sunrise usually does better than this. You know?
I mean, Mobile Fighter G Gundam was on the brains, and if you've seen in my little thing with Seamus on Mobile Fighter G Gundam, you would know. And yes, in case you were wondering, Bender, Rain Mikamura's legs go all the way up.
Okay.
We'll be getting to Mobile Fighter G Gundam at some point.
Well, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
we're gonna
Oh
be
my
doing an Alex
god.
cut of that.
That is a toy. That's a toyetic
Oh,
idea if
that
I've ever seen one.
ass.
Uh-huh.
See, now
In
you're
case
at, see, now you
anybody's
should.
wonder in case anybody's wondering, where is that whole "Oh, oh, do those legs go all the way up" line is from, there's an episode of Family Guy where Peter talks about one of his relatives' legs go all the way up, Griffin, and her legs literally do go all the way up to the point where she has no ass or crotch to speak of.
Or
Okay,
neck.
wanna just say this? That
Yep.
grenade, if that's supposed to be knockout gas, that's not what a knockout gas grenade shell looks like.
No.
Oh yeah, here we go. The Bat Glider makes its first appearance here. It'll come back, but this is the first time you get to see it.
It's clear that this was designed for toys. Now, let's keep in mind
Ironically, there were no toys.
let's keep in mind the one of the Bataz figures had one of Batman's motions be giving nipple twisters.
Yeah, also too, it's ironic because there was not a Bat Glider design for the Kenner toys. Hey, Todd McFarlane, do something. Since you can't give me a proper shiny knight figure and a correct color Batman Forever Batmobile glow, the least you could do is give us a Bat Glider from TAS.
Batman and Robin is the one with the that has the Batmobile turn into a French nightclub. The Batman Forever or Batmobile went up walls.
I know, but okay, so you know how the Batman Forever Batmobile had a blue glow to it when it was on? Oh god, that line. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
Alex.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
sorry, Kevin.
Is she going
I'm
to unleash
sorry.
the coronavirus?
Yeah, she's going
I'm
to
s-
unleash the coronavirus. By the way, uh,
I'm sorry. I'm too busy staring at that ass.
no. Anyway, so Kevin, Todd McFarlane's toy company turned the Batman Forever color into green instead of blue
Why?
becau- because it's Todd McFarlane. He can barely create good toys. He's got
Todd
Let's
some good toys.
let's also
Todd
let's also keep
McFarlane
in mind.
has this habit of picking up these like the
His Batman
Japanese
the animated.
toys like the McFarlane toys from My Hero Academia are fucking embarrassing.
Oh,
Uh,
that's the only time you'll hear sex even mentioned in this show. I'm not even referring to intercourse. I'm just saying that's the only time you ever hear the actual word.
huh.
Action.
What the fuck was that turn? That
Just,
it's like the frames kicked in.
yeah, it was animated by somebody who didn't know how to arrange frames. Just the question, just drive it by the background. Whatever. Mm.
Okay. So,
Oh yeah. So according to IMDb, this episode was placed as the first episode in the airing order to
yes, it was.
well, it was placed in that to capitalize on and synergize with Batman Returns,
Yeah, that makes sense.
which is incidentally why Catwoman is also blonde.
Yeah,
And may or
when
may not
she's
sound like
supposed.
one Michelle Pfeiffer.
when
Yep.
she's supposed to have black hair.
Like her soon-to-be hubby here. Which, by the way, Bender, you might have seen this in one of the more recent commissions I've had Ash do, but there was a nice little family photo of the Bat family. Go look in the art chat.
Ugh.
I will later on.
Some
Oh,
people have told me that I should have used more characters, to which I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't read comics. I
You're
would
also
rather
not
stick with
made
the
of money.
Yeah, and also I don't want to overwhelm the artist
Yeah.
with too many characters.
okay. I guess we're doing chicken.
Oh yeah.
Man, Alfred is gonna have to
Red
buffer
Claw,
all that
by the
shit
way,
out.
is voiced by Kate Mulgrew, the soon-to-be Captain Catherine Janeway.
Oh.
GTA, hey babe, GTA.
There were no lines around that car that just sank.
Man, do you know how long it's gonna take for Alfred to buff all this out?
I think he's just going to buy a new one.
Oh god, the frames.
Okay, I can't
Are we
find
sure?
out who animated this episode. Ah,
Well, look
her
after the
hair!
credits.
Her hair fucking teleported over her shoulder. What is this, Frozen?
Anyway, hey Bender, in case you're curious on the photo itself, we
Bruce, you
have
want to give
Dick,
any expression at all?
Jason, Brute, Selena, and Jim on the top, uh, in the back row. Oh, Damien and Alfred, Tim and Barbara up front. Alfred is sitting in the chair because let's be for real here, he carries this family.
Selena, how did you change into your costume that fast? Bitch, you've taken ISIS with you on 2 jobs.
So
Might be that she's something of a feline persuasion.
Batman's about to change into his outfit really quickly.
How did you change into your outfit so fast?
I see.
Her arm is like 1,000,000 feet long.
Ah, yes, jimmying a window with a crowbar. Why are you carrying the lemonade pitcher while you're holding the cup? Who does that?
Weirdos, that's who.
Bring it to somebody? I don't fucking know. You want to get more later? I don't fucking know. This isn't even...
Okay.
There you go. Ah, that was too much lemon.
And not enough nade.
You fucking idiot. Who the fuck? You know what? You deserve.
Dude, you can break those by accident. I should know. I have.
Oh no.
Kick him in the nads.
He was gonna strike her.
That was...
Ow.
Now the
Oh, by
door's
the way,
just
there's your
Batman.
punch.
not there.
There's your punch, by the way. Yes, Batman doesn't punch all the time, but at least we get a punch. Oh god, I can barely see your frames.
I can barely see you, like knee-high kick that guy in the groin.
I can't see without my glasses. My glasses.
What the fuck?
I can't be seen without my glasses.
Without the glasses. That was good.
And then she shows up and she...
Anyway, Bender. So one of the things that Jason is doing bunny ears to Bruce.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Damien and just looks like he doesn't want to be here.
Go quick.
Quietly. And if you're
Oh,
wondering
damn.
why Selena looks like she's a bit taller than Gordon, Gordon is standing a bit further back.
Fair enough. Also, too, um, okay, Bruce, you know if you leave him upside down, he can lose blood flow to his head.
Don't worry, he called the cops.
Oh, okay, good.
I mean, after
Uh,
all, that's how they copped out with Batman having, no choice but to kill G Beast.
how did you how did you never mind. Okay, so Catwoman can
Oh,
just commune with animals. That's good to know.
how did I know about the fact that at DC Comics copped out with Batman having no choice but to have killed somebody? It's simple. Oh, really? I have internet videos that have informed me of the comics.
Is this the French guy from earlier, or is he somebody else?
Yes.
No,
Oh, well,
I
it
think
doesn't matter. He's knocked out now.
Shh.
Also, ironic that she's in love with Catwoman, but Bruce is in love with Selena.
Yeah, we're running, but I don't feel like we're getting anywhere.
Oh,
With
Bruce,
open
pull out a
bar.
gadget. Bruce, pull out a gadget. Just drop a smoke bomb. It worked. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess we're not doing that.
Selena,
I'm
I
being
I
reminded
know
I'm being
Selena, I know
reminded of
we're in
Dark Knight Rises.
Selena, I know we're in a
Did they
dire
take the belt?
situation, but Bruce, but Batman, your hand is grabbing my ass. Is it now? Yes,
Uh,
it
Bru-
is
did they take his utility
practically
belt? They did not take his utility belt. God damn
because
it.
they're retards. Batman, and why are you squeezing my ass? In case we get
Is this going to turn into Resident Evil 4?
it
Yes.
might.
Oh yeah. So, Alex, to give you a quick rundown on Red Claw's character, she's a government saboteur.
Why
She
does
just
she have a
wants to
Russian
be the
accent?
world. She's Russian, I guess. They really never explain her backstory.
A Russian character who works for the American government,
Yeah,
who sabotages criminals, superheroes, and supervillains. This is
her
why
her.
we don't just introduce characters, guys. Bruce,
No,
you don't carry a
okay.
fucking knife with you?
This is where his future. This is where
Um,
Batman Brave and the Bold Batman is superior when it comes to escaping these type of situations because he's loaded to the gills with different lockpicks and knives and key compartments in his gloves. This Batman doesn't have that.
Now let's keep in mind, I'm Bruce in this series is also a swole, existentially depressed, literal cartoon.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, all Bruce in Batman Brave and the Bold is Bruce if he were played by Delgado. Haas Delgado.
It was actually good. I actually can't wait when we get to Brave and the Bold.
Sad thing is that Diedrich Batter's Batman will later be featured in a terrible cartoon
I know.
that is otherwise known as
The Harley
the
Quinn. So,
Complete with the second... Yeah, the second worst Joker I've ever seen.
who's the
hey,
worst?
Alan Tudyk is the only. Okay, there are grenades. Why do we have grenades here?
Data.
Brent Spiner
Yes.
in Young Justice.
I would say
Yes.
Alan Tudyk is yeah, Alan Tudyk is way better than Okay, Brett Spiner actually gets better as the Joker. Audio adventures produced on Mac.
What the
If you can
fuck?
believe it. Whoa, what? Is that how that's supposed to work,
Cool
Alex?
guys don't look at explosions. I'm like 90% sure no.
This feels
It's
like a
Okay,
cool,
running
so I will.
gag.
It's cool, so
Okay,
I
so
will
Bender,
allow it.
In
Oh,
terms of
that
the art,
fire does not look good.
which character's design do you think looks the best?
Between who?
I told you the list of characters in the artwork.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm distracted on mid quality that I'm watching. Oh, okay.
Is that a helicopter?
Yes, that
Yes.
was a helicopter.
That's,
Okay, jeez
that looks worse
Louise.
than the That looks worse. Is that a helicopter?
That is a helicopter.
But
Now that's a helicopter.
yeah, I was
Those are
gonna say those
helicopters.
actually look fairly decent. But it was like the military helicopters are
How did
oh god, the
did Bruce
military
call you?
helicopters look like my fucking sketches from grade school.
Oh, jeez. Okay, that kicked.
Are the characters just fucking blind to anything that's not on screen?
Apparently.
Okay.
Ladies. I know how we could settle this.
Already.
Okay, aside from you two having some hot lesbian sex, strip down your undergarments and start pillow fighting.
What?
Oh, okay.
Well, what the fuck
Okay.
is this?
I don't know.
Gotham City
Oh
Mountain
my.
Lions.
Oh my. Oh my. That mountain lion is
So a mountain lion defeated Red Claw. How underwhelming is that for a villain?
This is fucking
indeed.
stupid. Thank you. Batman, that pun was terrible.
Yeah, it's 90s
That-
Batman.
Are we sure that Dick Grayson isn't under that helm? Isn't under that cowl?
Are we sure
Probably.
that Damian Wayne hasn't been conceived yet?
Yeah.
Bruce,
Call it.
Bruce, why do you now look like you're about 3 feet taller than her when you looked like about 6 inches shorter in the close shot?
Batman is 6'2". Selina's 5'7".
Yeah.
Like looking at the art, Selina is significantly shorter than Bruce. Oof.
How did
What? Wow. Wow.
Okay, now what did you think, Alex?
No, I don't like this episode.
Yeah, now you're starting to see
Solid
why
4
I
out
don't-
of 10 all over. Or is
All
just
right,
like
who
just-
animated this? Let's see. All right, let's see here. Animation checking. Let's see here. Still doesn't say.
hang on, I'm running it back
All right,
because I think we skipped it.
got it.
Storyboards by these guys.
So while you look
Yeah.
up while you look up whoever animated this, I'm gonna.
Background supervisor Ted Blackman, you didn't do your job correctly for this one. Same goes for the background paint people. Designs, I'm not gonna say too much about.
Alex, I know exactly what episode we have to end this session on. I know exactly which one. It's the one after this one that we're on, which is See No Evil.
Okay.
Trust me, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love the one after See No Evil.
Sound design, no post production, voice recording. Who the hell animated this?
Animation services at ACOM Production, Nelson Shin, and President, and overseas supervisors. Layout services by No Animation. Okay, so ACOM Production, and they're like the D team for this series.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, Bender. So in the commissioned artwork, who do you think looks the best?
How was this not on the IMDb when I looked it up? Ow! Okay, so we're not on the Clock King, right?
No, we're on See No Evil.
Hang on.
No.
That's Appointment in Crime Alley. See No Evil. There we go.
All right, are we all ready to go?
No, I have to close up the other
no.
episodes.
They all. I mean, I like Jason's design because it's just his Under the Red Hood design, and I actually like that.
Hey, Under the Red Hood was peak.
Yeah.
I actually pulled a comic design for Jim Gordon back. Barbara's design is based off of her little design from Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Tim's is
Squirrel.
obviously his Red Robin. Yum.
Yum.
I don't like the Red Robin costume much.
No, neither
Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
And obviously, Alfred and Damien's are based off of the DCAMU, as is Dick Grayson's. And Bruce has his DCAMU suit, but with the Batfleck logo.
Yeah.
Which still looks better than the Batman logo that James Gunn is allowing.
Or that,
He's not allowing absolute Batman's design to be that.
Well, he said he was in charge of DC everything, but clearly he's not.
He's
oh yeah, well he goes back and forth about what he's in charge of.
Yeah, he is. Okay, look, does anyone honestly believe that WB would give a shit about him running actual DC comics? That's not how that works. Like that's like saying Jeff Johns was in charge of not only DC Comics, but also the film division. No one person can be in charge of both of those divisions. There have to be, like, I'm pretty sure Jim Lee is in charge of the comics division. Actually,
let's see.
So, yeah. I still agree with you, though, Kevin. Don't misunderstand. I agree. Absolute Batman's logo is fucking awful, and I hate the fact that they were like, oh, by the way, the logo turns into an axe. The fuck is this, Ruby?
Clearly.
Also, I love how they're just reusing Mr. Freeze's theme song for this.
It happens the more you go through a given franchise. So you'll notice that in Star Wars, actually. It started happening.
It
started happening a bit in where they'd reuse like certain sound effects and things like that and pieces of score in episodes 5 and 6, but they also in slightly different contexts. And then episodes 1, 2, and 3, he kind of solidified and they were better. And then episode 7 had like almost completely new scores and things, and then episode 8 came along and the fucking music went downhill along with everything else, because the Disney was telling John Williams where to put the songs, and then the Rise of Skywalker happened, and then they used Yoda's theme when Luke lifted the X-Wing.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? Nothing is going to be as bad as Shinsuke Kikuchi's Dragon Ball Z score, where they essentially arranged the music at random without actually talking to him, because he just composed a bunch of music for the movies.
Oh, she knows that Mojo was here. That's why they're moving.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Also, that's a dick move. Kick a can.
So...
But Grayson isn't in this episode.
So technically, in terms of key people at DC Comics, the company, Jim Lee is the president, publisher, and CCO. DC Entertainment is a different story.
Yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing. There's DC Entertainment, there's DC Studios, and there's DC, like DC Media Group.
Yeah, so see what I mean? So yeah, technically Gunn is only in charge of he's only in charge of a
DC Entertainment is technically the parent company of DC Comics. So I can see why people would come to the conclusions they
Well, at least this is a more practical invisibility suit than most, because guess what? Anything he touches becomes invisible as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, this is clearly just, hey, you guys remember the Invisible Man Universal movie? Yeah, let's just do that. Oh,
What? So
okay,
the
that was an
voice, so the
asshole
credited
move.
cast, so the credited cast for this episode, aside from Conroy, we have Michael Gross as Lloyd Ventrix,
Yeah, and true.
who is our Invisible Man. Timmy Ventrix was voiced by Elizabeth Moss,
And Kimmy,
and Helen Ventrix is voiced by John Smart or Gene Smart.
how did he take the gun out of the jeez, Bruce? How did he take the gun out of the holster? How do you do that?
You'd have to
This
be
is
Batman to
before
do that.
this is before double retention holsters were invented.
Ah, oh, I love this
You
bit.
know, when we get to Stardust Crusaders, Alex, you'll see that even Star Platinum isn't able
This is
to isn't able to just us take the gun unseamlessly.
oh, that construction worker's like, oh, screw this, I'm out of here.
Fuck
Oh.
this, I'm out of here.
Wet cement.
Here, I'm calling
I'm
out
not
early.
getting paid enough to deal with this bullshit.
And here we go. This is actually something I wish we would actually get to see in live action, even if it would look stupid.
Yeah,
Let's
that
keep in
actually
mind
looked
that
really cool.
let's keep in mind Jay Oliva decided to back out at a
Oh, goodness.
very good time, because the last thing he worked on was storyboarding for the Teen Titans Judas Contract film.
Paint. Ah, I see
I
you.
will say, we did manage to get Batman kind of turning into the Bat logo in smart
Uh-huh.
supervillain too. Smart hero, smart
Yeah.
villain. It's
Something you like.
Bruce,
It's like
I'm going to
Firefly.
dock you a few IQ points for that. But we did get Batman turning into the Bat logo, kinda in silhouette, in Justice League. The good one, I mean.
Yeah. Man, this is embarrassing.
Bruce, you just used a. I'm docking you another 20 IQ points, Bruce.
Oh, jeez. What the fuck is his fist made of?
Just use a fucking smoke bomb.
Oh.
Man,
Oh.
nobody tell Joker or Penguin that this happened, because then
No, Joker's
Batman
gonna Joker's gonna have Harley film all this and post it onto YouTube. Oh,
Man,
this is going
Gotham
straight
City
to
is the
YouTube. I'm going to get
man,
10 million hits for this.
Gotham City is the only place where you can find an apartment slash basement underneath a stair. Whoa, man, this place sucks. Yeah, put the mask back on.
So you're your own daughter's imaginary friend.
Yes.
That's.
He,
Did she break up with you because you were turning into the Lizard Man?
no.
I think I think that might have been the case.
She just. Oh my god, what kind of a car is that? It's not a truck.
Something that looks like
It's
it
the
was
exact
made in the
opposite.
50s.
It's the exact opposite of a
Okay.
smart car.
I thought it was a truck. Okay, yeah, stalk your daughter while she's going to school. Yeah, that's not creepy.
Except for all the instances where it is creepy. And yes,
And
let's
you're
stalk your
stalking your
ex-wife
ex-wife.
while we're at it.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Bam. FMM.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You could use key. You could use your keys to lock your register. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that used to be a thing back in the day, and now you can't do that anymore. Unless you happen to have an old cash register.
Goth Mart. Ha ha ha.
Oh my god. So, guys, I found a goth girl in real life yesterday. I went to an audition in the next town, and I went to a Dollar Tree afterwards just to see what they had, because I haven't been over there most of the
I
time.
love the. Ah,
And there was this girl. She was
sandwich and Jello.
she was in black high heels, a black lace dress, and like a black veil and stuff with like all white face paint and black lipstick. And she was just wandering around the Dollar Tree. It was amazing to see. It was like, huh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so we're not going to find out. We're, we're not going to find out entirely why he and her divorced, other than yeah, he did bad things. But unlike Flint Marco in Spider-Man 3, he's not a dude who had bad luck. No, he's just a bad guy.
Yeah, he's a douchebag.
And honestly, giving him a daughter doesn't really mean anything in this episode because, like, okay, he wants to see his daughter, so that's why he's doing what he's doing.
Back when Lucius Fox could have easily been played by, God damn it, who's the host of Family Feud?
Oh, Steve.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah, thank you.
Steve Harvey's facial expressions on that show are fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He's like, the fuck did you just say? I hope this isn't legitimate.
You know, Bruce, you could have just asked him about the stuff instead of just going through, all this
His
shit.
personal belongings.
Yeah.
See, I'd rather go through all of his personal belongings.
So that's what a great detective does.
And I don't have to talk to people that way. Maybe I should attach a light to this bat helmet rather than storing a hard metal flashlight in my teeth. Or maybe some kind of bat cam. Yeah.
Or maybe something
That
in
would
my
have been better.
mask. Like
maybe some
vision.
zoom. Yeah. Maybe
This is kind of why am I writing for members?
Your idea of going after somebody was to try and cripple them and then get answers? Okay, Bruce, how did you get out of that? No, seriously, I don't care. I want to know. How did you get out of that?
Would you like to know the answer, Bender?
Is it because he's Batman?
Because I'm Batman.
No, he ruined it. He ruined it.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, I'll believe you.
Your alibi seems legit.
I might steal all of this and coat the Batmobile in it.
It's gonna come. The Batman and the concept of invisibility will come back in Batman Beyond.
Yep.
And now I can see where they got the idea for well, both the invisible car in James Bond and the
Oh
mimetic
dear.
fabric in Batman Begins. Oh, there's a meme.
Where?
Where the Batman eye narrowing. Where's your mouth, Bruce?
There it is.
This isn't creepy at all.
Who? Mojo Jojo.
You're really gonna make me do that rant, aren't you?
Maybe.
Because
Long
holy
ago
shit.
in a distant
Not
land,
that one.
I, Mojo Jojo.
Stop! Cease! Desist! Do not continue with your ramblings, for my ramblings are the ramblings that you listen to. Oh, don't you see? All of you monkeys are my plan, so your plan and to make plans around my plan. And God, I gotta actually practice that.
What? A trank gun? Actually, going back to what Alex was saying, if when you threw the smoke bomb, why didn't you just fire the trank?
Actually, hang on. What?
How long have you
Doesn't
had
Batman
that?
have Doesn't Batman have knockout gas?
He does have
Yes, he
knockout
does.
gas,
Oh!
but a car. Okay, that doesn't look or sound creepy at all. An invisible person wanting a little girl to get in a car. At least it's not a van.
Bad touch, stranger danger.
I need an adult. I need an adult.
I
I
am
am an
adult.
adult.
Oh God, you're a man. It's funny how she knows about her father, but her mom never showed her what he looked like.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, maybe you should, like, you shouldn't leave out certain pieces of information.
Yeah, you really shouldn't have. And again, what did this guy do?
Ow.
Did he rob a bank?
Oh,
Did he
guys,
kill somebody? Okay.
I got the line. Cease, desist, do not continue with your ramblings, for my ramblings are the ramblings to be obeyed, for I am the king, supreme leader, and all-around dictator, for I am the mastermind, the genius, and all-around visionary. It was I who laid the original plan and set it to motion. Don't you see? All you monkeys are my plans, so your plans are my plans, because you made plans my plan was to make you. I never planned for my plans to make plans to stop my plan. I planned to rule the planet, not to have my plan to stop me. Be the planner of you, so stop, cease, desist. I am your creator. I am your king. I am Mojo Jojo. Obey me.
Long ago in a distant
Oh,
land,
I
I,
know
Mojo
this.
Jojo,
I'm trying to
the
breathe,
monkey
man.
shifting master of darkness, unleashed an unspeakable evil upon the world. But
Guys,
some foolish Powerpuff Girls sought to oppose me.
guys,
What are those
this-
tires made out of? Yes,
I was gonna say, Bruce, are you Superman now?
yes,
Is this-
I believe he is doing his best Superman impression.
Is this that one DC Elseworlds comic?
No. Let's not forget
That's
the
a
fact.
great one right there.
Let's not forget the fact that once upon a time, Superman dressed up as Batman at his own show, and then Batman Brave and the Bold, Batman and Superman dressed up as each other.
And
Yes,
Batman
they-
wore
and
a
they-
Superman mask over the
His Batman
over
mask.
his own over his
jeez.
Batman. Yeah.
Which, by the
And
way,
then
Alex,
both used super ventriloquist.
interestingly
Jeez.
enough, Superman in that show is voiced by Roger Rose. See?
Yeah. How is that not hitting Bruce? No, seriously, how was that not hitting Bruce?
Nope, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna give you that answer
Also,
because
Bruce is
how
humping a
did you make
car.
how did you make the car invisible? Like, did you put plastic around the car and then you just attached a
you
button to the
forgot that
car?
you forgot that suitcase he was touching turned invisible.
I know, but seriously, how much of that stuff did he take?
Enough.
Okay. Well, I hope you have insurance,
Yeah,
asshole.
I was gonna say, like, that's really lucky that didn't
Ow.
derail the L train as it was fucking. Those struts were
Well,
shifting.
then we definitely would have needed Superman.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Ow.
like if that would
Ow.
have derailed the L
Ow.
train there, or that would have been in like 3 different huge buildings crushed by that. We're essentially talking Gotham 9/11.
Bruce, throw
Ow.
a fucking smoke bomb. Or, yeah, do that.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
And he was right. We would never see him again.
Among several other sentences.
There's a
Here,
very
mommy.
much not imaginary friend in Batman.
Hey, at least she knows that
Wait, hold on,
Batman was
Bruce.
around.
Bruce, how are you talking to her from up there?
Oh no, he just did the Batman bye-bye.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so what did you think of this one-off filler episode, Alex?
That's a better episode than the Catwoman episode.
Oh, and trust me, this next one's going to be better. Going to be even better.
Are we? Oh, please tell me we're ending off on a good one.
Yes, we are, Bender.
Please tell me it's the one that I'm looking forward to.
It's a certain one involving a former mayor of Quahog.
Yes, it is that one.
The Grey Ghost?
Right. Yes,
Yep.
we're doing the Grey Ghost.
We're ending it off on
Beware the Grey
one.
Ghost. Yeah, it's the next one.
All right, so are we ready?
Yes.
3,
Yes.
2, 1.
So yes, as you saw, Alex, Tom
I'll be right
Ruger,
back.
Tom Ruger, the showrunner of Tiny Toons, Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, and Freakazoid, he co-created the Grey Ghost.
I referenced the Grey Ghost as a pulp movie series in our little Marvel DC crossover thing.
Nice.
And in fact, in universe, Tim Burton directed a Grey Ghost movie in 1989.
That's good. I like
starring
that.
Mr. Mom.
That's good. I like that. Yeah. Also, too, I'm pretty sure you know, Alex, but this episode was also specifically written for Adam West. And if he didn't accept part of the Grey Ghost, this episode would have never happened.
Yep.
Oh my god, I love this theme.
The Grey Ghost is equal parts homage to Adam West's Batman, Zorro, and the Shadow.
The Shadow.
The Shadow has been left out to dry lately. He is one of my all-time favorite characters. I have listened to many, many episodes of the radio show. I've read less comics than I should have. I've even read some of the original novels.
The Grey Ghost.
I just love them.
Yes.
I'm back.
Okay. We were going over the backstory of the Grey Ghost episode and how it came to be.
And look, it's young Bruce Wayne fanboying over it.
Yes. Oh, and here's an interesting, cool little thing that would become common. This would be the first time, but not the last time that Kevin would also voice Thomas Wayne. The Grey Ghost. Oh, and this episode is also going to have parallels because in universe this is happening.
Oh,
Batman's cape looking more like
someone's getting
fabric.
a death sentence for domestic terrorism.
Oh, and look at that.
I swear by heaven, I'll kill you all.
It was it is such a crime that they never did anything with the Grey Ghost in the anime after this. Like he appeared in the Batman comics in this universe one more time, but we would never see him again.
So, Bender, would you like to know something about our little collab?
Sure.
So, part of our little thing
jeez.
when start with our Captain America fic, we have the Grey Ghost as something that Steve Rogers was going to see at the movies.
Yeah, that was the movie.
Alex.
Yeah, that
Alex
was the
told
movie that he was at when they played the newsreel in front of it before he got beaten up in the alleyway.
Also, too, so here's a fun little idea that everyone's been wanting DC to do with Tim Drake. People have been wanting Tim Drake to abandon the Robin moniker 100% completely and take up the mantle of the Grey Ghost.
You know what? That would be better than calling him fucking Drake and giving him that brown mallard suit.
We preferred him as Red Robin. Yum.
Give him a better hat, and I'll take it. But if he was the Grey Ghost, you know what? Fuck it.
By the way, have we seen the latest Solid JJ sketch?
The negatives
where
went up
Batman had
like
lost his
kindling.
memory?
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
also-
was David Zaslav at the head of the company?
I don't know. Also, okay, this big tub of gentleman has 2 straws in his drink.
There are a couple of people
Why?
who do that at work.
Why?
So they're wackos.
I don't know why people do it.
Alfred, you're all gray. You're supposed to have black eyebrows.
He also does have a resemblance to Adam West.
I took a walk around the world to ease my troubled mind. I left my body lying somewhere in the sand of time. Now watch the world fall to the dark side of the moon.
Here it comes.
There's nothing I can do.
Here it comes. I love this part. This is hard to watch because this is exactly what Adam West was going through in the 70s and 80s.
I'm sure.
And Batman did, and it. Good.
Oh my god.
Generally speaking, it's just horrible.
Yeah,
Because
Great Ghost, Batman's idol, is using a gun.
Yeah.
My god.
But like
Batman
seriously,
nor his idol should ever use firearms,
but seriously,
especially if it's being directed by Zack Snyder.
Kevin. So seriously, you know, like Adam West was a fantastic actor. Like,
oh, absolutely.
The fact that he portrayed Batman and Bruce Wayne as having completely that's Robbie the Robot in the front there, as having completely different methods of speaking.
Yeah. And by the way, that is Bruce Timm, and he's voiced by Bruce Timm. I know we bark on Bruce Timm, but you would be surprised. He's actually a pretty decent voice actor who can disguise and come up with unique voices. Like, I'll give him credit. But yeah, no, it's like I felt so bad for Adam because he was even going through depression and alcohol abuse when it got so bad because everyone always would remember him as Batman. And if I remember his documentaries well, there was at one point he hated Batman and wanted nothing to do with him for the rest of his then wife because of how he blamed Batman for ruining his success.
Yeah. And then he wound up
he bounced back.
Yeah.
And then
he wound up doing his
Batman
last two roles were Batman, actually.
Yeah, so it's kind of ironic when you think about it. That
I mean, hey, Adam West was also Thomas Wayne in Batman Brave and the Bold.
That's true, but here's anher fun fact.
And he was the mayor of Gotham City in the Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I think in the 1970s, Adam West was actually wanting to play James Bond, but unfortunately, because he wasn't a British actor, they said no, and he had his heart set on playing James Bond.
See, I think he would have been, like, he was... I like Roger Moore as James Bond, but he didn't... I don't think he did a lot of pushback on where the studio took the character up until it was almost too late.
Let's keep in mind that Roger Moore era of James Bond was between good or silly.
Yes. And then, like, you know, Man with the Golden Gun was one of the worst films ever made.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, yeah. $120 episodes, actually.
Yeah.
And I have all of them on Blu-ray right behind me.
Yeah, no, like it is. It's and it's
Adam West was in an episode of Emergency.
And let's not forget that he played himself / Catman in Fairly Odd Parents.
He
did, yeah.
He was also in Shazam.
He was. He also played. He also. Shoot, I'm trying to remember. He did voice Batman in the 80s for the last Super Friends show.
He also,
which technically
and in 77 for the New Adventures of Batman.
Yes, him and Burt
Legend
Ward
of Superheroes. Yes. And there was also, Super Friends, Legendary Superpower Show. Oh, and the Superpowers Team Galactic Guardians.
Batman just has teleportation powers.
And that was the last time he'd be in any Batman, anything. He was in the 1990s Zorro show as Dr. Henry Wayne.
Yeah, I love it. Also, Mr. Trent, no disrespect, but you do realize Batman is cool with the police. So if they think that if they believe that he knows you're part of this, they'll start to question you too. Oh, and yeah, there you go. As revealed, he has all of the original episodes
But it's weird that he said he filmed hundreds of those shows, but the film canisters only show 21 episodes.
Well, you can only fit 21 on a rack.
That's true. I love this bit.
The gray ghost.
Gray ghost. I can see that now.
I love the. I end up throughout this episode. I just end up loving the interactions between Adam West and Kevin Conroy, and Conroy was just honored to be in his presence.
Conroy admitted that his only Batman knowledge came from the '66 show. Like that's all he had. He knew.
I mean, hell, when I was a kid, that was most of. Like I had the Batman the movie on DVD.
Yeah, so did I.
It was mostly between. It was mostly between Justice League Unlimited, and the Batman and Brave and the Bold, where I got most of my knowledge of Bruce on.
I am happy to see because
though my dumbass ended up thinking that there was only ever one Robin.
I am happy that okay, so Blick. I am happy that the Nostalgia Critic at least had the foresight to put this episode on his top 11 Batman the Animated Series episode ranking.
He's weirded out by the fact that Bruce was a fanboy.
Yeah. Okay. So okay, really. He's a fan of Zorro, Doug. What the fuck?
Doug has some very weird takes.
Oh yeah. So, by the way,
he currently thinks Kevin, you're gonna love this. He currently thinks Kite Man, the spin-off animated series of the Harley Quinn show, is worth watching and is quote unquote imaginative from DC's animation.
You're full of shit, Doug.
By the way, spoiler warning for our version of Batman when we wind up getting to that. But do you want to know what movie the Waynes are killed coming out of?
The Gray Ghost.
No, 1998's The Mask of Zorro.
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
Even though there's some anachronism.
Well, we changed that. Remember?
No, we never. I don't think we had that discussion.
No, yeah, we talked about this because this making Bruce the same age as Batfleck wasn't going to work for some of the other things we had planned. Well,
I will say the music on this episode is on.
Ignore everything we're talking about right now.
I am.
Smart of you to disarm it before examining it.
Why do they look like mini Batmobiles?
I don't know. Yes, Bruce. Way to state the obvious. Man, you think somewhere the Penguin...
Batman bye-bye.
You think that somewhere the Penguin is like, an exploding device.
Oh, thank you, Robin.
Yeah, that's a good... Yeah, where the fuck is Robin? We have not seen him at all in these few episodes.
He's doing college things with somebody not named Victor Stone.
There he is.
Me.
Oh my god, that outfit. That is one of my favorite outfits in the DCAU. Has Alex seen Batman Beyond?
I have seen some.
He's seen Return of the Joker, but that's about it.
Oh, okay, so then you do know. So, okay. So, are you familiar with? Okay, that's cute. Are you familiar with all of Bruce's trophy displays in the Batcave?
I'm familiar.
In Batman Beyond.
I'm familiar.
By
with
the way,
a lot
Gray
of them.
Ghost Grey Ghost is featured in the Arkham verse.
Yeah, he is. But anyway,
guys, I feel like some days we just can't get rid of a bomb.
Okay, so anyway, Alex, just in case to refresh your memory, Bruce Wayne will eventually keep and hold on to Simon Trent's Grey Ghost costume and put it in its own separate case in the Batcave.
Now did the Batmobile always have taillights and I just didn't notice?
I think.
Yes.
I think.
Oh, this is a cool tribute to the '66 show. That is something the '66 Batmobile had. It had oil in it to get people off the road.
Collateral damage. What's that?
Car.
It's okay. Bruce Wayne will write a check.
Guys, remember, it's only bad when Zack Snyder does it, but when everybody else does it, it's totally fine.
The Batmobile just melted up that hill.
Oh, yes, I do have a lot of pent-up aggression toward... Oh, yes, I do have a lot of Yep. Well, yes, I do have a lot of pent-up aggression towards idiots who have these inane takes. Why do you ask?
That's something I have to almost... I know I'm going to interrupt this cute moment, but that's something I have to disagree with this episode on. Hold on, I'll wait. Because this is a sweet moment.
Yeah.
It's the poster!
There it is. So it all wasn't worth nothing. That's so cute. Anyway, I disagree with the idea that Bruce built the Batcave to be an exact replica of the Grey Ghost lair. Oh, and I actually like this interesting thing. Bruce goes from a fanboy to interrogator like a light switch.
Oh my god.
It's Bruce Timm. Bruce
Timm was secretly the villain of Batman the Animated Series all along.
That's still Mark Hamill.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, come on. You have these cars in here too?
Yes.
Are you plotting on blowing yourself up? Why, yes. Yep. I have many questions about your mental state.
Oh, his name is Ted.
Well, this guy isn't the Toy Man, because that guy doesn't show up until Superman the Animated Series.
Ted the Toy Maker.
Yeah, that's...
That looks like the mechanical monster from the Superman episode, The Mechanical Monsters.
I love
the mechanical monsters.
Ooh, bitch. Okay, Simon is supposed to be in his late 60s. How the hell did he do a backflip? Maybe it was his stunt double?
He's the Grey Ghost.
Yes, your choice. Oh, man.
Don't worry, we didn't leave him in there to die.
That's true, we didn't, but, you know...
We destroyed his livelihood.
And this man lost his business and his money because depending on how much was in there, that must have been over like $100,000 worth of toys. Okay,
yeah,
that's kind of ironic because
Discotech Media releases the Grey Ghost on Blu-ray.
Oh, I love this. I love this bit.
Back in the day, there was no way they were fitting that on 2 VHS tapes.
No. The Grey Ghost was my hero. Really? And he still is.
Bruce now realizes or Simon now realizes that Bruce was Batman.
That was
Sadly,
very
that'll be the
sad.
last
Yeah,
we see of Mr. Trent.
that
Quite
will be the last
unfortunate.
we ever. In animation, he
And
never came back.
in the comics, I'm sure he did.
And there's one issue where they're actually making a Gray Ghost movie, and Bruce gets Simon Trent to play the mayor, and and the Gray Ghost is recasted, and you're gonna love this, Kevin. Clayface auditions and wins the role of the Gray Ghost because he too was a fan of the Gray Ghost,
Well,
and
anyway, we're gonna wrap up our
Oh
session
yeah, well,
for tonight.
yeah.
So we will be
you
back
can
here for
keep
more
talking about
with Tats.
you can keep talking about Clayface if you want, though, because I was interested in hearing how that story ended.
Oh, it essentially ends with the Gray Ghost and Batman teaming up, and the movie comes out, and Clayface is defeated by being pushed into a shitload of cement, and he's now a cement statue that is the Gray Ghost.
Kevin, does that sound familiar?
What do you mean?
No, never mind. It doesn't matter.
Anyway,
we'll see you guys
I'll
later.
I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow on the MetCast, and we'll see you Saturday for Spooderman, Far From Home.
Oh
Yes.
no!
You guys
Oh,
will
yes.
get to see the masterpiece I've cooked up for that.
We get to see the first Spider-Man movie that ever made $1 billion. Yeah.
And then on Sunday, we will be resuming Jojo.
Till then, bye everybody.